Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation as we conclude Week 12 in the Arena Lacrosse League with the second half of our doubleheader featuring the Peterborough Timbermen and defending champion Six Nations Snipers. Hello, lacrosse fans. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Let's get right to today's starters. For Peterborough, it'll be Ryan Masters. Comes in with the goals against a 15.47. His save percentage, .723. Still looking for his first win. At the other end, it'll be Jackson Longboat. His record, 1-2. His goals against, 14.81. His save percentage, .679. Head coaches for the Timbermen in the sixth season is Joe Sullivan. And for the Snipers, it's Darcy Palace. He is at the helm. Officials for today's game, Joel Furman is the crew chief. He's joined by Mark Sandman Sands and Sebastian Bourdoin. So with the formalities set aside, two teams here both in need of a win coming into this. The 1-10 Timbermen and the 4-6 Snipers. And off the bat, it'll be Peterborough with the opening possession. They'll work it around, and it's Kuchi Nakamura. He'll swing it around. So he'll be on that right side on offense. And Bradshaw, quick swing pass over, looking wide. And, of course, Aaron Bradshaw, one of the leaders on the team. Peterborough missing two of their big gunners in Riley Curtis, their leading scorer, and newly acquired Cole Hanrahan. Backhand catches Jackson Longboat napping. So the Timbermen strike first, and it looks like it's going to be Jack McAlpine who picks up the first of the game. So McAlpine just doing a good job hovering, and you can see Longboat not even aware. So a good use of the backhand there by McAlpine, and the Timbermen jump out to a 1-0 lead. Off the draw, Nakamura in there battling, and we had a bit of a delay off the top as the hometown Snipers were gracious enough to go with their white jerseys as Peterborough did not have their blues, and that pass is picked off, and Peterborough on the run. Dennis working with Bragg. Bragg will peel off. He'll wait. Of course, Justin Bragg, the emotional leader on this squad, and Peterborough's certainly seen their struggles this year as roster changes have certainly affected Joe Sullivan, Ray Dance and company. But they're back at it right here, right now. So Mason Hill, we're going to try to make sure that numbers and players are as close to possible. Hill, good cross-check there from Doherty as Ben Doherty, very disruptive, comes away with it, and he gets it over the timeline. Delayed penalty coming to the Snipers. And this one of those games when Darcy Palace said, you got to make sure your team stays focused. You can't assume that you have a win because you're playing a team below you in the standings. And you have to go out there and play hard right now. Certainly not the start that the coaching staff from the Snipers would hope for. As first penalty of the game is going to go to Mason Hill. So first power play opportunity will fall to the Timbermen. They've struggled with the man advantage, just 28%. The Snipers, 48% efficiency on the penalty kill. McAlpine out there. Bradshaw took too long to take that. You see Bragg and Brenzel on that left side. Brenzel looking for Bragg. Bragg, good hands, looking to dunk it. 10 on the shot clock. Bradshaw with an opening, ducks in. Bradshaw, quick shot saved by Longboat. Longboat now heads up. Transition game by the Snipers is extraordinary as they are masters of the transition game. We'll take a shot at who's who. Looks like Jordan Mike out there. Vern Hill for sure. And shot clock winding down, trying to turn the corner. Not a whole lot of ball movement going on. Don't think they had their ace number one offensive unit out there, did the Snipers, and they'll retreat back on defense. And the Timbermen now will send their five out there with McAlpine, Bradshaw, and Nakamura. Skip past Nakamura, quick shot, stopped by Longboat. Longboat will scoop up the rebound. And away come the Snipers. Jordan Mike, he'll tiptoe over that timeline and he'll wait. Vern Hill at the top. Again, still trying to get their unit out there with 10 on the shot clock. So Snipers a little slow as they're working to kill that penalty. Vern Hill on target. Just 20 seconds left in the power play for these Timbermen, and they'll get it over the timeline. This is the over and back on Brenzel. And if you're not aware of what Vern Hill brings to the table, then you better check yourself. The master thief, as he's always around that ball. Looking to try and bounce his way in. Travis Stats, kick it back out, Hill. Him and Stats, two-man game left side, kick it back, Vern Hill, take it back, Stats, quick shot. Good save there from Masters. Ball loose on the carpet. Masters will pick up the rebound, and away come the Timbermen. Ben Doherty, he'll give way. Nakamura now will jumpstart this offensive set for the Timbermen. He'll wait. 5 on the shot clock. McAlpine trying to get a step. Good defense there as relentless. And that in itself was impressive. Chandler Allen. And now it's Mike McLaughlin on the run. Good save. Rebound. Karam's right out. And now the Timbermen easily over the line in Bradshaw. So Ryan Masters right now doing a good job between the pipes for these Timbermen. Bradshaw. But both teams working really deep into the shot count as it's taken them a long time to get their offense going. Callum Jeffrey, he will dump it off, and now it's Mason Hill. Stats trying to get where he should be and filtering out late, swinging around to that right side. Now usually on that right side you'll see 88 Chayton King, team's leading scorer. That one's wide of the mark. He's not in the lineup today. Good job to get it. That's going to be a violation. But a good job to keep it in the offensive end by Thomas. And now Nakamura. We're under 9.5 to go here, opening quarter. Peterborough and Six Nations. This has been a long time lacrosse rivalry. Delayed penalty coming. Saved by Longboat. And once again, for the second time in this game, the Timbermen are going to go to work with the man advantage. As an illegal cross-checking call to Chandler Allen. So McAlpine will be out there working with Bradshaw and Nakamura on the right side. On the left you have Bragg and Brenzel. Matt Brenzel sizing it up. McAlpine, two-man game, work it, no look, knocked down. Nakamura getting hounded by Tyler Fox McKenzie, kicks it out, 10 on the shot clock. Bradshaw. Good defense up, quick shot by Cucci, nothing doing. Good save, Longboat. Longboat looking for the outlet and finds a man. He'll work it up over the timeline and set it up. Tyler Van Every. He'll wait. Stats filtering out late. Try to burn some clock here with 1:10 to go. Karam's out. Mason Hill going to have to race for it. Out in that corner with Bryce Dennis. And that'll be a shot clock violation. So mission accomplished by the Snipers in burning that 30. Under a minute now left in the man advantage for the Timbermen. Timbermen again missing some of their key players. Snipers missing some of theirs. As both teams battling here. Good overhand shot. And Longboat got a piece of that. So it'll stay fresh 30 for the Timbermen. McAlpine. They'll work that right side. Him and Bradshaw. Gap it, kick it, sidearm, wide arm. Rebound picked up. Good save, Longboat. So a good job. Bradshaw had a handle momentarily. Instead, now it's picked up, and the Snipers try to move it up in transition. But McGregor Allen not able to make a good pass. And it'll be Masters, and he'll two-hop it up into the offensive end and work it to Parker Sands. Bradshaw ducks by one, runs into another, trying to curl around, zips it across. McAlpine, 5 in the shot clock. His shot on the run, saved by Longboat. He does a good job to get on that rebound, and he'll move it up. Here comes Tate and Sky. Sky and Vern Hill. Inching toward the 6.5-minute mark, first quarter. Timbermen leading this one 1-0. Vern Hill sizing it up. 10 on the shot clock. Hill, quick shot, underhand on target. Stopped by Masters. Masters, good outlet to Bragg. Bragg is going to race up into the offensive end, knowing 66 is behind him, and does a good job to get it to Nakamura. He'll settle things down and wait for the rest of the offense to filter out. Nakamura, 6 on the shot clock, kicks it back to the top. That shot from Chapman finds nothing. Kick out and an open net, but a good job by Longboat as he pounces and moves well to his right to make the save. Here come the Snipers the other way. Callum Jeffrey has an opening and a good save as it's right in the armpit, and with 5:46 to go, that'll take us to our first officials timeout. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Back here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena as we are 5:46 away from the end of this first quarter. Just one goal so far. Jack McAlpine picking up the marker as the Timbermen holding their own here in the early going. Bit undermanned, but the Snipers undermanned as well. Good job to get it over the timeline as Chapman has it pop out late. That bounce shot from Brenzel, a bit erratic, manages to corral that loose ball rebound, and no reset. Reverse, and has that chopped down. So left that stick laying out there too long. Chapman trying to pick his teammate up, 5 in the shot clock, and a good job now and moving it up as the Snipers get it over the timeline. Van Every, he'll give way, and it's Ben Smelly out there. Stats, swinging around to the right side, left side. Mason Hill, big shot, and that BB's in the back of the net. So I'm going to say that's Todd Thomas, but not 100% sure. We will double check. As you can see here, does a good job of not trying to do too much with what he had. Knew there was some traffic in front. Good overhand, far corner as Masters may have picked it up, but not in time to make the save. We're tied 1-1. Under 5 minutes to go. Timbermen, right off the bat, win the draw. Tristan Jackson runs into some trouble. Snipers now looking to counter the other way, and they do. Nolan Fair, that one. And Bragg will turn it around the other way as he doesn't have a whole lot of help. So he's going to have to bounce around, and he'll float one over to Dennis. Dennis gets a screen, looking to turn that corner, and no call on the play. Looked like it might have been a trip. Don't often see that in this sport of lacrosse, but he went down, and countering the other way, here come the Snipers and Sky. Sky out there with Van Every and Thomas. And Stats not able to pocket that pass. Looked like a good one. And we are under 4 minutes to go here. Tie game. Timberman will swing it around to the right side, and Nakamura looking for the screen, dump off, skip pass. Had an ocean shot on the run from Brenzo, wide of the mark. Rebound picked up. Snipers now on the run. McLaughlin up ahead. Zips it in, just a little too much on that pass from Jeffrey, as probably could have found the trailer instead of trying to force one into McLaughlin on the run. And now Peterborough will get it over the timeline, and they will go to work. Croak will stay out there. He'll work on offense. Dennis will join him. 10 on the shot clock. McAlpine can't turn the corner. Kicks it back out. Brenzel. He gets bounced way away from the net. Dennis can't capitalize. Picked up and on the run. Wasted no time. Dante Romano. Romano! Great stick check at the last second. So a good job there and hustling back. So back checking and doing a good job now. And Parker Sands just a little too casual. Couldn't beat the 8-second count. And Vern Hill will counter the other way. We're under 2:45 to go here, opening quarter. Skip pass as Van Every rings that one off the post. Stay right here. Fresh clock for the Snipers. Swing around. Stats. Left side. Vern Hill creating some traffic. Another good overhand from Van Every on the mark. Masters with a good save. And the Timbermen now will try to work it over the timeline. Doherty gets it over, gets it back. Doherty has a head of steam going. Takes a check, bounces off 1-2, loses it. Snipers now looking to pick it up. Doherty still battling. And coming out of there with it is Sky. And he'll get it off to Vern Hill. We're at the 2-minute warning. Vern Hill ducks into one. Dump on the dump off and almost had Mason Hill. Came back with a backhand. And a good job to corral that loose ball. Fresh 30 for the Orange of the nation. Mason Hill tiptoed out. Trying to reverse that. Quick shot. Hill, good save. Masters. Ball loose in that dotted half circle. Good bump off. Bragg doing a good job. Justin Bragg. And he'll find Keegan White. White will remain on that right side. No pun intended. And Nakamura. Kick back. White trying to duck in. Can't get by a defender. They close that off. Peel back out. 10 on the shot clock. Bragg. Vern Hill may have got away with a bit of a jersey pull on the outlet. Here come the Snipers. 3-on-2. McLaughlin was looking inside, had an idea. Him and Smelly not on the same page. Still got it. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Van Every, he'll peel out. 5 on the shot clock. Stats, gotta hurry. Behind the net, McLaughlin. Dump it out front and in tight. Good save. Blocked. So Masters actually didn't have to make a save. And on the run, here come the Timbermen. Parker Sands. He'll pull it up 25 seconds on a game clock. So a 2-second differential. Shot and game. Nakamura working with McAlpine. on the interchange up top. 5 on the shot clock. Looking to take that. Brenzel should have taken that shot either way. Shot clock violation. Last chance, 2 seconds. Gonna have to hurry. And no, nothing doing there for Radenberg, as that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. We're tied at 1. We'll be back with the second quarter. Back here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. Take this time to thank some sponsors. Belco Construction, Oshweekend Pharmasave, Culture Dispensary, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Bear Rod and Customs Golf Depot, and of course, as always, Hills Custom Coffins. Please visit, but don't make it a permanent stay. Set for second quarter action. And I'd like to run down the whole list of goal scorers, but Todd Thomas for the Snipers and Jack McAlpine for the Timbermen have accounted for all the scoring in the opening 15 minutes. As these two teams battle away. Of course, Timberman coming in sitting in the 8th position. Snipers a little further up in 6th. And off the draw. Snipers are going to pick it up. Vern Hill, bounce pass. It's a beauty, and good save by Masters as Vradenberg caught that in stride but wasn't able to pocket it 5-hole. Bragg trying to duck his way under, gets a step on McLaughlin, fishes it over to Nakamura, couldn't connect. Bradshaw there to back him up, and now swinging around to top 10 on the shot clock. Bragg has to make a move. McLaughlin on him. Bragg swinging around to the right side. Bradshaw, good cross check there, and some outstanding defense. McGregor Allen standing up his man, and now an errant pass, so Romano going to have to hustle down to it. And a good job by Parker Sands as he wins the battle for the loose ball. Vern Hill, almost another theft, and a good solid check will pop that over the timeline. So a good job there defensively by Nolan Fair, as you could see a little help from Vern Hill as he just steered the opposing player right into his help. And a good solid wall check turnover, and Peterborough will be short now as the Snipers get a chance with their first power play opportunity of the game. Just 50% on the efficiency rate for Six Nations. Vern Hill, no look. They'll kick it back in. Really compacting that in tight. Hill's sidearm wide of the mark, 10 on the shot clock. Gonna have to move. Thompson. Thomas, Mason Hill, that one steered aside. Vern Hill will track it down. They'll get a fresh clock. 1.5 left in the man advantage. Hill dumps it inside. Stats, good save from Masters. Vern Hill picks it up again from in tight, another good save. Ryan Masters standing tall here between the pipes. Stats finally just took a little off the underhand as Travis Stats picks up his first of the game and the first lead of the game for the Snipers. You can see here that box inside the dotted half circle definitely have to be at the very least at the top of the dots. Anyone in this league is able to get a lot on a shot from there. Good job on the double team as Dennis with a handful. Snipers sensing a little bit of momentum change here. Gobble up the loose ball and they'll move it up. Full head of steam and putting on the brakes was Radenberg. He'll work it back, Vern Hill. Switch hand, Vern Hill. Little off speed, might have gone off the defender. The outlet now almost intercepted, knocked down by Vern Hill. And a good job as back come the Snipers with possession. Started left side in the corner. Mason Hill turns the corner and that slides in. So Masters caught leaning the wrong way. And give some credit to Mason Hill. He read that. That's his first of the game and 8th of the season. And you can see here that Masters just caught a bit on that in-between hop. Thought it was going to his right, ended up going to his left. And it's a 3-1 lead for Six Nations. Nakamura in the circle, but it's Hawkeye Hamilton, and they give it right back. So back comes Dennis. Dennis doesn't see a defender on him, saw him at the last second, skips it over. Bragg misplayed that, and Vern Hill ahead of the pack. He's going to get a chance. Vern Hill on a breakaway. Vern Hill finally puts one in on a breakaway. How you like me now? 66. About time, 6 breakaways later. You could see there, just a good job, McGregor Allen finding Vern Hill, always quick on the release. And Vern Hill pockets his first of the game, 9th of the season. And he promised he was going to get one on a breakaway. Promised that before, though couldn't deliver. This time he delivers. Off the draw. Fox McKenzie, he'll kick it back out. Stats, swing around, very casual on that skip pass. Lucky to get away with it. And it comes back to the top. Swing around, Mason Hill looking for something. Good hard screen, and he fills the back of the net. So Mason Hill stepped around a beauty screen, could have been called, and he parks his second of the game. So good individual effort there, as you can see that hard screen and just that inside corner as he caught Masters slow moving to his left side. 11:38 to go. Snipers with a 5-1 lead, and we're going to have a goaltending change. It looks like it's going to be Wyatt King that's going to come in relief of Ryan Masters. And let it be told, the goalie change in lacrosse is no strange thing. Sometimes you just need to give your netminder a break. Sometimes it's just not his day. Nakamura and Hawkeye, and it's Hamilton that comes away with it. And they'll work it over, and it's Vern Hill settle things down for this set on offense here for the Snipers. Thomas working on that left side, along with Van Every. Dump in and couldn't connect. So trying to test King early on. And they're going to have to hurry to get it over the timeline, and they do a good job. And then Jackson can't make a good pass. McAlpine will pick it up. So lucky to keep possession are the Timbermen, as they now have gone in a bit of a lull. Brenzel. McLaughlin on him. Tries to get a step. 3 in the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. And Doherty teed that up. Longboat to save the outlet. And it'll be Jordan Mike. Gets a push before he kicks it back out. They'll swing it around. Work the half boards. Stats. Has Parker Sands on him. Trying to roll off Doherty. Looking for 2. Good job on defense. Timberman closed that off and forced the turnover. So a good defensive hold by Peterborough will give them possession again, and it's Parker Sands. Sands. Nolan Fair fishing for something there. Get it over. Bradshaw goes to the far side. So Aaron Bradshaw, with some life there, picks up his first goal, number 7 on the season. And more importantly, puts a halt to that 4-goal run by the Snipers and trims the lead now to 5-2. $9:53 to go. Second quarter. Second half of our doubleheader. Toronto over Ohsweken 14-11 in the first game. And in the meantime, melee 2-on-1. Vern Hill off the crossbar. He'll get his own rebound. And no delayed penalty on the call. Offense filtering out late for the Snipers. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Vern Hill, switch hands, come around, dump off, in tight. Good save there by King. So Thomas point blank from a feed from Hill. Not able, though, to beat King. And now it's McAlpine. Kick over. They finally get that pass on target to Todd Chapman at underhand on the mark. Jackson Longboat's been steady, and they get it up in transition. And had a notion, did Chandler Allen. He'll peel off. And looking for something, Van Every. Looking for the screen. He'll let it rip. Far side, nothing doing. Mason Hill, no look pass. That bounce shot wide of the mark. 4 in the shot clock, got to hurry. And they'll let that one rip. No shot, but on target. So something to build on here for the Timbermen until Vern Hill picks your pocket and sends your team the other way. Dumps it off to Romano. Romano, this Six Nations team, guys that usually in transition now playing offense, and guys that usually played offense playing defense. 1-2 in the back of the net. So Mason Hill, doesn't matter where you are, that's his third of the game. He has been money in the bank. He's got an even 10 on the season, and like we said before, anytime you give any one of these players in this league that kind of time and that kind of location, as you can see, he's wide open, has all day, and no chance for King. So the Snipers answer back and restore that 4-goal lead. And King will exit stage left. Ryan Masters will head back between the pikes. And Ryan Masters, referred to as a seasoned vet, without a doubt. As Doherty off the draw, picks it up to flip. Nakamura, he'll move it up to Bragg. Bragg one-on-one, waits for the back door. Bradshaw does a good job, gets it down low, but not able to convert was Chapman. And now back come the other way, the Snipers. Sky. He'll give way. They'll swing it around to the right side. Van Every looking for Hill. Mason Hill. Dump in. Stats. Curl around. Quick shot. Good save, Masters. Rebound, and I'm going to call that an illegal cross-check and not back in. And with 7:05 to go, that will take us to our second officials timeout. We'll be back after a short break. Back here at the ILA on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation, wrapping up Week 12 in the Arena Lacrosse League with the Snipers and the Timbermen. Six Nations leading this one 6-2. 7 minutes to go here, first half. Brenzel brings it over the timeline, swinging around to the right side. McAlpine makes a fake, quick shot, steered aside by Longboat. Rebound almost handled, and now it's McLaughlin. McLaughlin bursts of speed, dumps it over, and a good save made there by Masters. So a good job in transition on a quick shot, and now Bragg will set it up, swinging around Nakamura, work at the Bradshaw. Bradshaw is trying to slide through. Sorry, that was McAlpine. He was stick checked, and now here come the Snipers. Romano. Vern Hill, good save by Masters. Hill will pick that up, track down the rebound, no look, play the carom. Good job, though, by Arsenault, and he's on a run. Ducks in, takes 2 hits, loses it, has it taken away. Vern Hill will just steer it to his own stick, and they'll move it up with Vredenberg. Vredenberg will give way, and Vern Hill will set it up. 15 on the shot clock. Stats. Mason Hill. Swinging around, Vredenberg. Trying to make a move. Ducks back in on a reverse. That underhand right on the mark. That was perfectly placed, and great execution as Nolan Fair on the money picks the shortest of short sides for his first of the game and 15th of the season. Just a good job there on the reverse pivot and using a defender. Took a funny hop even off that carpet on Masters. Didn't bounce straight. So the bounces right now with 5.5 minutes to go in favor of the Snipers, and off the draw. Nakamura won it, but the Snipers gained possession. Vredenberg looking to attack. Smelly out there with McLaughlin and Vern Hill. Travis Stats. And Vern Hill, good fake. Vern Hill tried to tuck that far side. Stats with a fake, inside out. Good save, Masters off the toe. And a good flip as out comes Bragg. So a good job there by Todd Chapman. Bragg now. Good transition defense by the Snipers as they are back in a hurry. Closing in on 4.5 minutes to go here, second quarter. Skip pass. Back to the top in White. White changes his angle, tried to go 5-hole. Longboat having none of it. And a good outlet to the back door. Vern Hill. Vern Hill going to make a move. Switch hands. Goes around. Vern Hill trying to slide it. Good save by Masters. Crafty move by 66. Just wasn't able to beat the netminder. King now. Over the timeline. They'll swing it around to Nakamura on the half wall. Right side. Trying to duck in. That pass off a stick. Brenzel, bounce shot. Jackson, Longboat all over that. And not sure what the call is here as the ball's going to come back to the crease. And now possession to the Snipers. And defensively going to have to hurry, and they just get it over in the nick of time. So good heads-up play from Chandler Allen, and now it's Mason Hill. Sorry, Van Every. Van Every dumps it off. Mason Hill tees it up wide of the mark. 2 on the shot clock and have to hurry. And that shot just at the buzzer from Van Every on target. Timberman now, and it's Dennis. Dennis. Not quite sure what Dennis was doing there. Kind of a reverse elbow. As he didn't like the way he was being treated, you see there. Certainly letting Nolan Fair know. Parker Sands ducking it, gets a step. And a good save by Longboat. Able to work around and smother that tough outlet pass, but a good job to hang on to it. Callum Jeffrey, he's going to race over to the bench, and they'll work it left side. Mason Hill bounces off a check, gets it over, and it's Fair. He'll swing it around, skip back, Stats. Tees that up, Masters does a good job, slide and make the save there. As we're inching towards the 2-minute warning. Vern Hill, another interception, good bounce pass, and he'll send away Mike. Jordan Mike, good decision to pull it out. As we now are at the 2-minute warning. Snipers with a 5-goal lead. Curl around. Big shot. Masters. Good job position-wise. Right where he should be. An outlet to Bragg. Got a man up ahead. Pocket that. Doherty. Good save. Jackson Longboat. And back the other way come the Snipers. Minute 40 to go. First half. Romano puts on the brakes. And he'll work it now to Thomas. Swing around. Kick it back, and Van Every shot on target. Masters the stop. And the Timbermen trying to work it out in transition. Flip up. Chapman looking for Arsenault. Arsenault going to get it and gone with 1:10 to go. Arsenault will retreat. Bragg out there. 10 on the shot clock. Big shot there and rebound. So a good job to jump all over that rebound. Who else but Jack McAlpine, who picks up his second of the game. And that's just a good heads-up play there, as looked like Bradshaw took that shot. And a good job to play the rebound perfectly. And a big goal with 52.7 seconds to go, as it keeps the Timbermen in the hunt here, trailing just by 4. Off the draw. Nakamura again wins it, but possession goes to the Snipers. And they're going to be a little more deliberate here on this possession. Vern Hill out there with Van Every and Mason Hill, as well as Travis Stutz. Skip pass. Van Every ducks in. 1-2, tried to go far corner, but Masters didn't commit. And with 22.7 seconds, the Timbermen call timeout now with the shot clock off. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the remainder of the second quarter. All set to go, 22.7. See here if Joe Sullivan and Ray Dance have put together a play here for the Timbermen to try to chip away at this 4-goal deficit. Not a whole lot of time to do it, but good pressure from the Snipers as they extend it out, net empty at the other end for the Timbermen. Dennis out there as the quarterback. He'll work it. Bradshaw on that right side. 10 on a game clock, and not even sure that that was part of the game plan. And gonna have to hurry, and just like that, it backfires. So Andrew Vradenberg, one pass up, and intentions may have been good by the Peterborough coaching staff, but that shot from the top there from Dennis, I'd say ill-advised, as you can see. Not quite sure what he was planning on doing with that. That was from way out, and then the lack of effort to get back, that's on the Timbermen, not on the coaching staff. So dying seconds, and Six Nations will call a timeout with 2.2 seconds left, and we'll stay right here. Well, you ask why. Because with 2.2 seconds, that gives you time to make one pass and a quick shot. Yes, it's probably grasping for straws, but at the same time, sometimes as a coaching staff, you want to work on these plays in times when it doesn't matter if it's effective or not. So in a case here leading 7-3, Darcy Palace, Vince Longboat and company, I'm sure are just doing this. This could be more of a something for going forward, not so much about the effect now. 2.8 seconds left. See what Vernhill has up his sleeve. They leave him wide open, and clock starts. Shot on net, and a save by Masters. So 30 minutes are in the books here at the ILA. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with third quarter action. You see there, just good transition. Lacrosse is Tayton Sky with the first shot. Bailey Brown first save. You can only ask your goalie to make the first one. D's got to tighten up and close it up for the rebound. The Snipers jump out to a quick 2-0 lead. Had a chance to speak with both coaches prior to tonight's game, and the Monarchs, of course, Bobby DeBrone stressed a better start. You can see Dance watch two filter through, and he finds the last trailer. And Ethier sizes that up, waits for Longboat to commit, and goes to the bounce far corner. So you see Longboat there working in tight quarters. That's his 14th of the season. And I tell you, we're used to seeing him deadly accurate on the outside. As you can see here, the defense just not as tight as he would like. And that's what he alluded to off the top. He knew that his offense always seems to be on cue. Just a good outlet pass here from Jackson Longboat, but the basket catch from Miracle was key as the easy flip fair. And he just went to the far corner. No chance for Bailey Brown on that one. And I tell you, when you talk release point, Jayden King definitely up there with some of the best, as that ball is in his stick and out in a heartbeat, and boy, accuracy pinpoint. As he buries his second of the game. So Patrick Corbett steps up and puts a halt to that run, a big goal. You can see there, Corbett, tight quarters. First of the game, 16th goal of the season. So give some credit. Talk about sharing the rubber, and you look at Williams looking, he was watching Taylor the whole way. He just cruised up the middle. And it doesn't matter who you are, Bailey Brown, Jackson Longboat, when guys are getting shots from that close. Porga ducks in. Tried to slide that one. Bailey Brown had the angle covered. Rebound. Almost picked up, battling for it. No stick. Monarchs working hard, and they come away with it. Racing down is D'Amico. Finds a trailer, and another good save by Longboat. Snipers counter the other way. Porga's shot finds the back of the net. On the half board's right side. Taylor, one-handed grab, goes to the bounce. Well done by Joel Taylor, as with one hand he was able to fend off a defender and park it in the back of the net. Good job there from a tough angle. That's his second of the game. Behind the net, Porga tucked it in. Long arm of the law right there, Justin Porga. Not a whole lot. Bailey Brown couldn't react as Porga made a quick decision as soon as he saw Brown looking the other way. Tucked it in there, and a big goal gives the Snipers an 11-5 lead. So Parker Pfeiffer, as you can see, a lot of Ole defense coming from the Snipers as he weaves through a couple for his 28th goal of the season. And very slow to get up, to say the least. Just careless in the offensive end where the Snipers. Corbett sees the advantage and attacks Allen right away. Goes to that far corner, and that late hit from Stats and from Allen. So it looks like it's going to be Allen, the guilty party. And yes, Brad Reed pleased to get him. As you can see, Renault down on that crease. Takes the pass, and boy, did he ever get this bounce shot. Tucked it perfectly in that top corner. They'll work it around the right side is Josh Rex. And Marley Angus back in the lineup. And boy, Jamie Dubrick's got to be pleased with that. Angus spent some time up in the National Lacrosse League. Good save there again. Fresh clock picked up by the big man. Campbell working his way in. Another good save. Rebound gobbled up by Dawson. Swing over to Rex. Angus goes to it. What a save and a rebound. Another great save. Standing tall is Caleb Martin. Gives some credit where credit's due. Liam Osborne. Good child. Finds Osborne. Shot clock winding down, and what a great move to get by a good defender in Q. And diving, he pucks that in the far corner for a short-handed marker. And Leclerc pockets his first of the game. And the lead back to 2-3-1. Just a good job there. Eddie Renaud being extra aggressive here. I think maybe with a little something to prove, as you saw there that Jordan Gillis may have taken his eye off his man, and Downey out on the right. That shot knocked down by Pfeiffer. Quick feed and another good save by Cosgrove. Off the draw, Newbro in full flight, down to Angus. Angus buries it. Transition lacrosse at its best, and I'll tell you, we're tied at 3. If you had to draw up a face-off and you needed a goal, this is exactly the way it would go. As you see Newbro just pick that up, head man, ball always moves faster than the feet, and in a blink of an eye, Highland zips it down. Now what a beauty goal, Trent Boyd with the backhand finish. So one end we've seen some outstanding work, and at the other end equally as outstanding as Trent Boyd on the board for the first time for his squad. He's the team leader in points. That's his 29th goal of the season. Bulging the twine one more time is Mr. Angus. You can see there, just a great pass from Van Shep, and Angus, great job with the footwork to avoid the crease. And it's a tough angle to cover with multiple camera angles, but that was a wide open Simonelli, something that you don't see very often in transition. And if you take a look at the top of the screen, you can see he's already on the floor before that last man hits that bench. So I think just a wee bit early on that play. Welcome back as we get set for third quarter. And a correction, not 7-3, but 8-3 the score in favor of the Six Nations Snipers, leading the Peterborough Timbermen. As gets set here, Snipers reeling on, having themselves a solid second quarter with 7 goals. And Peterborough managing just 2, but off the draw. Parker Sands ducks through 2 defenders. He'll flip it, Nakamura. They'll work it to the half boards and Dennis. So some poor execution late in that second quarter cost the Timbermen a goal. Now they'll see here if they can't sort of find a bit of a groove there, and it certainly won't with that pass from Brenzel, and back the other way come the Snipers. Quick pass. McLaughlin tried a backhand. Rebound, and a good job to track that down by Vredenberg. And my apologies, 33 for the Snipers, Ben Wittich. And he has done a good solid job out here in this game. I haven't mentioned his name yet. 5 on the shot clock. Ducking through as Croak with a huge chop, and I'll tell you, Parker Sands, I believe that hit. I'm going to have to check the number. And Vredenberg certainly took exception. And I believe it was Bryce Dennis, and that's who the guilty party is. So Dennis with the charging call. Second power play of the game for the Snipers. They're 1 for 1. So a chance here to add to their 8-goal tally. And taking a while to get the unit out there. They'll swing it around, give everyone a touch. Mason Hill. Skip pass, and Thomas not able to pocket that. Stats in there working hard. Timberman going to come away with it on the reset. Pinned on the board, so Stotts and Mason Hill, some good work to regain possession for the Snipers. And Thomas will size it up, and it sneaks in. So how about Todd Thomas Jr. picking up his second of the game? Second power play marker in as many attempts for the Snipers, as that 50% efficiency rate is certainly going to go up, as you see here. Just a good job of working it around, and the angle. That's where the key was, as Thomas just allowed to tiptoe in, and once you get inside that dotted half circle, then the goaltender automatically is at a disadvantage. Vern Hill, switch hands, has a man on the side. Low pass, but off the post. So found a streaking Vredenberg, and he could beat Masters but couldn't beat the iron. Vern Hill going to wait for changes. They'll swing it around to the right side. Thomas looking for the duck in. Sweeps it out. Roll off two, and good save. Masters has it bounce around in that crease area. But Bragg now will race to get it over the timeline. And he does. Good job by the captain. Gets it down. And sizing it up, trying for the dunk. But nothing doing there. As Brenzel making sure that Jackson Longboat's on his toes. Vern Hill now. He'll swing it around, and he'll start at half wall. Right side. Skip past to Stotts, and it was a bullet. And handcuffed him right into the belly area. And now back the other way come the Timbermen. It's Doherty. Just getting close to the 12-minute mark, third quarter. McAlpine. He's got 2 of Peterborough's 3 goals. Swing around. Peterborough again without their leading point getter and scorer. And Riley Curtis also missing their second leading scorer in Cole Hanrahan. And a fresh clock here. Timberman, Nakamura. He'll kick it back out. They'll swing it around left side. Brenzel will step into it, has it knocked down. Good defense by Fox McKenzie. He's going to battle in there. 5 on the shot clock. Doherty trying to get his way out. He does. Going to go for the dunk off the shoulder. And Longboat does a good job to make sure it falls on the other side of the net. And now it's Wittich. Swinging around, Thomas bounces off a check, sends it down low. Ben Smelly out there. Stats trying to turn the corner. Scoops it up, 5 on the shot clock, kicks it back out, Vern Hill. Switch hands to get it on target. It goes off of Masters' stick. So possession will stay right here with the Snipers. Good heads-up play by 66. And they'll work it back. Smelly ducks in, sidearm. Steered aside by Masters, good save there. Fresh clock now, Mason Hill. Hill. He's going to work it one-on-one, try to lean in, pops back out. Sends it over, gets it back. Swinging around, on the run, Vern Hill went airborne for that. Good save, Masters. Outlet, and here come the Timbermen. Bryce Dennis. He'll ease over that timeline, work it with Nakamura, and they'll set it up. We're under 10 minutes to go here, third quarter. Dennis looking to swing, 10 on the shot clock. Looking for some room. Parker Sands getting chased, pushed out, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So a good job defensively now in transition. And didn't have any room, was fair. Fair will flip Vern Hill again. Quarterback this set. He'll send it over Travis Stotts. Quick shot on the mark as Masters right where he should be. His outlet to Croak. Croak manages to haul it in and gets it over the timeline. 9-3, Snipers lead this one. Timbermen need a little something. McAlpine, he has been their go-to guy. Tried to swim his way out of it. 7 on the shot clock, gonna have to hurry. Good swarming defense. And great cross-checking as a violation. So a good defensive hold by the Snipers as they do lockdown defense right there. Jeffries. Skip pass, Thomas. Kicks it out, bad pass inside. Vern Hill bails him out. Vern Hill going for a run. Vern Hill tried to just tuck that over the shoulder. Masters, though, let it roll the right way. And the Timbermen now will counter. 8 minutes to go, third quarter. Dennis, skip pass, cross. Brenzel will work it to Bragg on that left side. Dennis gonna let that one go right on target. Wittich had it, lost it, and then has it again. Good outlet pass, and that'll send away Mike. He'll think better of it. No numbers for the Snipers. Now Stotts jumps in the rush. Ducks in on one. Keeps possession. Good job, Parker Sands. As stick check, then he gives it right back to Mike. Mike dumps it off. 1-2, good save. And a late hit there will give possession back to the Snipers. So with 7:22, that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. We'll take this time to thank again some of our sponsors. Belco Construction always seems to be able to lend a helping hand. Oshwegan Pharmasave. Culture Dispensary. I'm going to leave that one alone. Classics to Customs Auto Body. Bear Rod and Customs. They do it all very well for you. The Gulf Depot. And, of course, always, as usual, not brought to you by any injuries, but Hills Custom Coffins. Come and visit, but don't stay too long. So with 7:22 to go, a 6-goal lead for the Snipers as we take a look at our top-notch officiating crew. Always seem to come and bring their very best to these games. So we at the Arena Lacrosse League, of course, want to thank these individuals. Sebastian Bordoin, Mark Sandman Sands, and of course crew chief and always present, Mr. Joel Furman. Wouldn't be able to do a whole lot without our volunteer corps, as they continue to be the pulse of the Arena Lacrosse League. So thanks to our volunteers as well. And a chance now, as you can see Joe Sullivan doing some coaching over there, some extra instructions. And when your team's struggling, I think it's important for the coaches to step up and try to guide these young men. No one likes to take it on the chops on the regular, as Mason Hill now gets a screen. Looks for an opening. Good defense there from White. And that pass in traffic got the shot off, did Van Every. Collected the rebound. Fresh cutter now. One and a beauty finish. So how about Ben Smelly? Step in front and center with his first of the game. And give credit. It's the feed here from, I believe it was Mason Hill. Does a good job and finds Smelly on the run. He does a good job to pocket his first, and it's a 10-3 lead. Off the draw, and a bit too hands-on will give possession to Peterborough. And Bragg will two-hop it to Doherty. Doherty will handle that short hop, get it over the timeline. And the Timbermen now with a chance to go to work on offense. Nakamura. Going to need a little more from Nakamura, as they'll kick it out, almost turned it over. Brenzel going one-on-one. 5 and a shot clock, and a beauty move and a better finish. So a nice piece of work there from Matt Brenzel, as he finally stops the bleeding and picks up the 4th goal of the game here. As you can see, just does a good job working over Fair, as he got the step, and Fox McKenzie too late with the weak side help. And off the draw, Parker Sands battling hard, comes away with it. Nakamura swinging around Dennis, looking to Bragg, and tough pass, had to thread the needle. And a good job defensively by the Snipers now. McGregor Allen. I always like to send a shout out all the way to the Wyerton area near Owen Sound to Marty and Jim Hanrahan. If you're listening, just want to say hi. Ducking in, nice move, and it trickles in. So how about Ben Smelly? Back-to-back goals. There's a whole lot we could do with that last name, but we'll leave that alone. And he picks up number 2. Just a good job, got a step, and a good job to duck in, create a better angle, and able to slide that one past Ryan Masters. I'm sure if Ryan Masters had another go at that one, he'd want that one back without a doubt. Peterborough with possession here. Getting closer to the 5.5-minute mark. Dennis gets a screen, ducks in. Dennis dive. Good save, Jackson Longboat. Again, the rebound. And they're going to call crease on the play. So Travis Stotts will pick up an assist on that last goal by Smelly. And now it's Van Every. Swinging around, Vern Hill. 10 on the shot clock. Vern Hill, dump off on the fake. Mason Hill. And a good save there by Masters, as they almost worked that 5-hole one more time. Timbermen, get it over the timeline. King, he'll flip, and it's McAlpine. Fox McKenzie guarding him. McAlpine takes it right at him. Tried to go 5-hole longboat, no. And the outlet on the money, gonna have to work for it, is fair. And good defense there by the Timbermen as they close that off. White trying to recover as he just gets there before the speedy McLaughlin and Nakamura. Kuchi Nakamura, 10 on the shot clock. Looking for something, skips it over. Brenzel lets it go and right on target. So Jackson Longboat has been on his game today as he has been right where he should be. Stotts gets a step, leans in, and he ran out of real estate. That'll be a crease call. And now the Timbermen. Doherty. Nakamura. He'll pull it back out. 15 on the shot clock. Swinging around. Brenzel. He tries to get a step. His bounce. Too much for the ounce. Rebound. No reset. Doherty. Good job shaking in. Tries to dive. Well wide of the mark. Picked up Hamilton. And he'll go for a little bit of a run. They'll move it up 2 passes over the timeline and set up the offense now. Van Every fakes the shot as they kick it back to the top, and Stotts, they'll work the left side. 5 in the shot clock, give and go. That one from Van Every missed, gets his own rebound, has it taken away. That'll be a violation. Possession to the Timbermen. Almost a delay of game call, but a good job not to is Arsenault now. Him and Kuchi. Kuchi Nakamura. Dump it off. Brenzel. He'll fake. Look to turn the corner. Jordan Mike on him. Nakamura swing it around. McAlpine. He'll kick it back to the top. Bragg's going to let it go right in the breadbasket as Longboat. Again, positioned perfectly. As he'll move it up now, and it's Vredenberg. Vern Hill gets a screen, ducks in, and too much screen and roll on that one. As possession now back to Peterborough, we're at the 2-minute warning. Third quarter. Dennis, kick it out. Nakamura. He'll kick it back out. Him and Dennis will work it over to that left side. Brenzel. 7 on the shot clock. Flip and into traffic. Dennis turned and did a good job to fake out Longboat, but couldn't find the cage. And now on the run, it's McGregor Allen. He'll think better of it, kick it back out. And Jeffrey do his job. Stotts. Minute 20 to go here, third quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Mason Hill lets it go and finds the mark. So Mason Hill utilized those defenders and was able to pocket his 4th goal of this game. You can see a whole lot of traffic for Ryan Masters to contend with, and including his own man there, and you could probably say that Tucker King was more in the way than defending. So the Snipers, red hot here, have extended their lead, and now it's Mike. Wittich, and we're into the final minute here of the third quarter. Van Every. Wittich. Skip pass on the curl. Quick shot. That's knocked down. Ball loose on the carpet. Fished out. Good job there by Smelly. Runs out of time, though, as with 35 seconds left in the quarter. Timberman, and Dennis gets it over the timeline. Going to look to attack. He'll pull it back out. McAlpine will swing it around to Brenzel. Dennis tries to duck in. Good cross check. Too much bounce on that. That's going to carry him up. Snipers have numbers now. They can corral it. Vradenberg. Fair. And a good save, Masters. With 2 seconds left, and it's somewhere. And in his pad, 3/4 are in the books. 12-4. Snipers back with the 4th after the short break. All locked and loaded for the 4th quarter action. As we get set, 12-4, the score in favor of the hometown Snipers. And off the draw. So the Timbermen with some work to do here heading into this quarter. As, again, they lost a tough one to Oshweekon on Friday. Back at her here today, missing quite a few of their big guns. And now they are working on offense. Dennis bounces off a check, kicks it Bragg, 10 on the shot clock. Bragg working a 2-man game there on that left side, skips it, Nakamura. Nakamura lets it go. Kuchi Nakamura on the score sheet. That's a big one for him. It's 12-5. So Nakamura doing a good job getting off this good overhand. And well-placed far corner. And a much-needed goal for the Timbermen as they chip away at that lead. Back in the circle, Nakamura thought he had won it clean, but Bragg battling for it. He picks it up, and he'll race over the timeline through a double team. Bragg, backhand, one hopper. Brenzel not able to take advantage of it. Good job by Fox McKenzie as he held his ground right there. And now it's Chapman. They'll work 2-man game, 10 on the shot clock, kick it out. McAlpine get a screen from Nakamura. McAlpine changes the angle wide of the mark. Stays on this side of the line. Good job by Chapman, but runs out of time. And that'll be a violation. Possession back to the Snipers. Vern Hill will roll out there. Tyler Van Every out there on that right side, as is Thomas. They'll work it to the left. Mason Hill swinging around Thomas. Thomas ducks back in, shrugs off one, flips it out. Van Every has it taken away. 5 on the shot clock. Good hustle. Parker Sands goes to the bounce. Good save, Longboat. And he'll send away Wittich. No numbers, though, for the Snipers, as they'll wait for the full offense to come out, and Vern Hill will reset things at the top. 13 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Stotts puts on the brakes, kicks it over. Wittich. Sorry, not Wittich. My error there. It's Smelly. And now Croak loses it. And a good job there by Smelly to knock it back. Him and McGregor Allen. Goes to the bounce. Saved by Masters. Does a good job to smother it. And Masters now will get it up to Dennis. Dennis will hold up. Wait a minute. And they'll swing it around right side. Half wall. Kick out. Bragg comes underneath, ducks under two, gets a shot off, and Longboat did a good job to close off any angle, and the outlet pass now will send away Callum Jeffrey. Jeffrey will wait, and they'll work it over to Fair. Roland Fair. On the dump off, was looking for Thomas. Stotts picks it up on target, reset. Possession, no, to the Timbermen. And they're going to have to work hard to get it over the timeline. And Chapman does a good job to get it to Nakamura. 11 and a half to go, fourth quarter. Swinging around, Bradshaw. He'll dump it into the corner, right side, on the run. Quick shot by White, stopped by Longboat. And now he'll loft it up, and it's 66. I tell you, the kid's crafty. And super casual, as Vern Hill may have forgotten to count, but he swipes it back, passes it to himself, ducks around one, loses it, and corrals it again. Zips the bounce pass, tries to thread the needle, picked off though by Parker Sands. Well, Vern Hill digging into his bag of tricks. And it's Bragg. He'll swing it around. Get it back. Bragg well wide of the mark. Not sure what net he was aiming for, but the one on the floor was well to the right. And now the Snipers will counter the other way. 10 and a half to go. Fourth quarter. Lot going on inside that dotted half circle. Picked off. And in alone. With a chance. Good fake and a beauty finish. Ben Doherty. So a costly turnover by the Snipers results in a breakaway goal. And it's a 12-6 game. Good job there. Big man just jumping out into that passing lane. And then a good fake to the far corner, tucks it in the near. So a couple of unanswered goals by the Timbermen make things a little interesting here in this fourth quarter. And now it's Smelly. He'll wait. Thomas, kick it back, Vern Hill. Hill tries the sidearm, wide of the mark, rebound, picked up Thomas, kick back to Hill. Hill was looking on that left side, looking down in, and good save made right there, point blank, as Romano on the doorstep. And this one now come back. Vern Hill does a good job to tap it to Romano. They'll go back to work with a fresh 30. Smelly will work it over. Van Every. Burnhill, 15 on the shot clock. Looking. Smelly tried to backhand. Wide of the mark. Stotts battling for it. He'll pick it up. No reset. Dump it down. Thomas. Good cross check. Gets it over. Quick shot. Scores. Travis Stotts on the money. Not often you get a chance to see a quick stick finish of the underhand variety. But boy, he took this low pass with time winding down in the shot clock. And a good job by Thomas just to get it to him and off balance. That going from low to high. Started in the bottom and picked that top corner. So Stotts with his second of the game. And Fox McKenzie has it stripped from him by Brenzel. Brenzel on the flip. And a beauty answer by the Timbermen. So on the run one more time. This time it was Bryce Dennis filling that lane. And a good job from Brenzel. Even though he didn't disguise that shovel pass, just a good bounce shot on the run from Dennis. So a pulse still for these Timbermen as they continue to fight here with 8:43 to go, fourth quarter. Off the draw. Nakamura going to try to take advantage. Bad pass looking for Dennis. Dennis gets taken into the corner by Wittich. Double team, gets out of it, and goes to the corner. So a great individual effort there from Dennis. Back-to-back goals, and he's feeling it, and it's 13-8. You can see there off balance, but doing a good job going airborne, using his length to pick that far corner. Dennis with his second goal in as many shifts, and with just under 8.5 to go, Snipers need to give their head a shake here, keep playing. They'll pick up possession off the draw. McLaughlin. He is the leader out there as that's going to be an interference call. Possession back to Peterborough. So Six Nations a week ago had the league's best Toronto Monarchs by the heels. Couldn't hold on to a fourth quarter lead and saw the carpet pulled from under them. Certainly don't want the same thing to happen again this week. Brenzel tees it up, stopped by Longboat. On the outlet, three Snipers on the move. Vern Hill zips it over, and a good save, Ryan Masters. Rebound picked up, and Vern Hill now will reset. So Ryan Masters stepping up when he needs to. 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. Vern Hill thought he had a man, sends it over. Mason Hill tees it up, steered aside by Masters. Fresh clock here for the Snipers. Fair and Vern Hill working a two-man game. Vern Hill lets it go on the mark. Rebound picked up. Thomas, good save, Masters. So Ryan Masters, the KG vet, as Croak will send it up, and a good job Parker Sands. Has a man back door, can't see him, hits the trailer. And a great save there on Croak. Timbermen pick up the rebound. They'll have a fresh clock on the reset. And going for a run, a bit tripped up was Bradshaw. No call on the play, and Nakamura trying to let the play develop. Bounces off a check, looking for some help. Gets it to Sands, 10 on the shot clock. That's ill-advised from that far out. Rebound to the Snipers. They'll get it over the timeline, and it's McGregor Allen. Give way to Van Every. Stotts, quick swing around. Mason Hill, good passing. Zipped inside, trying to duck in was Smelly. Too much ducking in on the duck in. And now the Timbermen in transition. It's Doherty, wrong stick side. He'll go for the shot and score! So between Bryce Dennis and Ben Doherty, two guys with some length. Boy, things getting interesting with 5:50 to play here. And just a tough shot. I'm not sure if Jackson Longboat expected him to take that on his wrong stick side. But when in doubt and when trailing, sometimes the best thing to do is get a shot on net. Nakamura, the momentum. Nakamura trying to split two, gets a shot right in the breadbasket. Longboat picks it up, and with 5:43 to go, that will take us to our final officials timeout. We'll take a quick break. Back with the rest of the fourth. Back here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions as always. Glad to have you tuned in here on this Sunday, encroaching in on Sunday evening, as we're blessed with anything but a snowstorm. We'll take some light flurries, but other than that, Snipers now will work it up into the offensive zone. Looking to halt this run by the Timbermen. Stotts tried to duck in. Good job by Borden, closed that off. And Mason Hill on target, stopped by Masters. And an outlet dumped up the middle. Parker Sands moves it up, and it's Dennis. Wrong stick side, but that didn't matter last time. This time a different result, as that found nothing but the rafters, and the Snipers will counter the other way. Vern Hill's done a good job quarterbacking this Snipers offense here in this game, as he has spent a majority of his time at the top of the key. Good duck in, King on to him. Quick shot, wide of the mark, chases the rebound. Vern Hill tried to tuck it in that far corner. No reset, crease the call. Timbermen looking to move it up, and it's Arsenault. So Peterborough still with some time here, trailing by 4. This is the closest they've been since early in the second quarter. Brenzel, 10 on the shot clock. Bench telling the Snipers, lock it up. Wittich. That shot well wide from Brenzel, and that's going to be a violation, and that's going to be a delay of game to Chapman, as clearly the whistle had gone. And The rule is do not touch the ball after the whistle is gone. That was clearly after the whistle. So as hard as you slam the door, you should probably take a check in the mirror and think about it the next time. As with 4:09 to go, Snipers now with another power play. 2 for 2 with the man advantage. As they've got Thomas out there with Van Every. Mason Hill at the top, Vern Hill left side. Had a no-look pass picked off. Off to the races. It's Parker Sands. Sands goes to the side. Good save, Longbow. So Vern Hill now is going to have to retrieve that. And the good thing is time on the side of the Snipers. Vern Hill, good job just not to gain possession, but not pick it up till the offensive end. Stott slides in, interchange. Smelly out at the top now, working to Thomas, swinging around. Van Every. 10 on the shot clock. Stotts goes to the underhand. Good save, Masters. That one goes up off the screen. Possession right here, fresh clock. Just over a minute left in the man advantage. Stotts thought about it, kick it out, Smelly. Skip pass. Vern Hill picks the corner. Vern Hill, 66. Where you been, young fella? As he pockets his second of the game. The Snipers a perfect 3 for 3 on the power play. And Vern Hill not going to kill you with velocity, but the accuracy pinpoint as he finds that far corner. Second of the game for Vern Hill. Actually scored on a breakaway today, so much to everyone's surprise. Hats off to you. Vern Hill now on the run. McLaughlin had the speed going and couldn't turn on the air brakes in time. And Peterborough now moved the other way. We're under 3 minutes. Chapman. Nakamura. Just enough to get it over. And Brenzel. Zips it back to the right side. Dennis will skip it to Nakamura. Chapman. Good movement. 5 on the shot clock. Brenzel shot, and a beauty shot from Brenzel. His accuracy has been all over the place here in this game, but not on that attempt there. Picks the 5-hole. Brenzel's second of the game, and you can see here just a good quick shot. Defender has a screen and zips it right over the shoulder of Romano, or off to the side. And it's 14-10, just under 2.5 to go. Off the draw. Hawkeye has a man with him. Wrong stick side, thinks better of it. He'll curl around, get it back out. And it's Vradenberg. They'll slow it up. No need to rush, no need to hurry here if you're the Snipers. Dump in. And Vradenberg not able to collect it. Stotts there to back him up. 5 on the shot clock. Stotts shakes off one, ducks into 2, splits another, goes to the far corner wide of the mark. So Travis Stotts, good attempt, but not able to park it in that 4x4, and back the other way now is Doherty. Doherty has a defender on him, McGregor Allen, shading him. McAlpine ducks by one, gets it to Brenzel. Brenzel feeling it, skips it. Nakamura steps into one. Kuchi Nakamura. One more time. So a good job there as Nakamura. Traded, of course, from Toronto. Now finding his home in Peterborough and getting an opportunity from way out. And not sure Jackson Longbow, not sure if Longbow was trying to grab a sandwich in a break there, as he wasn't on point, and I'm sure based on his body language now, he'll say, should have, but it's 14-11. Possession to Vern Hill and the Snipers. Back door. And Mason Hill will work to McLaughlin. They'll work the two-man game, get a screen and roll going, kick back out, Vern Hill. Plenty of time in the shot clock. Skip past Thomas. Thomas will work it back out, and it's Fair. Fair, tiptoeing, 5 in the shot clock, and that's going to be too much going on in there, and they're going to have a timeout call as the Timbermen, with 57.8 seconds to go, trailing by 3, want to have a discussion. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the remainder of the fourth. Back here as Joe Sullivan and Ray Dance confer with their squad as to what the game plan is for this final 57.8 seconds. Net empty. And I think this one of those times when you need some valuable experience and a good time to give it to your team. Trailing by 3. See what they can do. Brenzel. He'll work it down. Got to have a sense of urgency here. Peterborough will give everyone a touch. So being very deliberate. So whatever the play was, coming out of it, Bragg steps into one Longboat. Good save. The outlet is tossed down there. This may have a chance. Longboat scores! Jackson Longboat finds the back of the net from his own net. So you could say that was an accident, but it wasn't. And hats off to the veteran, Ryan Masters, as he points down in acknowledgement to Longboat. Longboat, oh, he planned this. That was perfectly placed. To Hopper into the top corner. And for the first time this season, I got to put a goal mark by the goaltender. Off the draw. Loose. 30 seconds left on the game clock. Nakamura. Good scoop up. Dumps off to Chapman, and hats off to the Peterborough Timbermen. Never giving up, never saying die as they continue to play 4 quarters here and not let up. Doherty tried to zip that one across. Dying seconds now, and the Snipers are going to come away with the win, and a big win for them. So 14-11 will be the final. And both teams can take a bow. The Snipers with the win, they will move to 5-6 on the season. The Timbermen will fall to 1-11. And that's going to put the wraps on week 12 here in the Arena Lacrosse League, as we will get set for another week of action starting Friday night in Brampton. That's going to do it for us. So on behalf of JVI Productions, the entire staff at the Arena Lacrosse League, all the volunteers, I'm Lance Wynn. Always remember, not only drive safe, but every child matters. We'll see you next time.